Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good evening. Madam Monique Lego, I don't know whether I pronounce it correctly. I think good enough for you to understand that I'm actually giving salutation to you, right? Dato, President of ANGKASA, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who are here tonight, having the same thinking about having this good conference, global conference and General Assembly of International Cooperative Alliance. I would like to represent Malaysia to welcome all of you, especially those coming from all over the world. And please give them a big round of applause. Now, when we talk about cooperative, we talk about an understanding. We talk about sharing. We talk about learning and to know our own cultures. And I think this is what we are supposed to do in this conference. I had an opportunity just now to talk to Madam Monique, and she was actually praised ANGKASA for hosting one of the best conferences that she ever attended so far. And I also, as Minister of this Ministry of Domestic Trade, Cooperatives and Consumerism, I've spoken to her just now, and I mentioned about a few issues on cooperative. And I hope you all don't mind for me to say, in Malaysia, cooperative is one of the biggest sector that giving a good engine of growth for our domestic economy. And that's the reason that the Malaysian government giving focus on cooperative and appointed me as the minister to look after cooperative. Not because I am coming from not so young sector, but probably because I've experienced enough in the corporate sector. You know, when we talk about corporate, we talk about how to move forward. We talk about making sure that the company will make money. But when it comes to cooperative, it's totally different. Because when it comes to corporation, big corporation, for example, the major shareholder will decide. But when it comes to cooperative, it is totally different. Because all of us are having an equal number or an equal say in the company. It doesn't matter about how much money you have in that cooperative, but you only have one say. So the most important thing about cooperative is leadership. And I think all of you here who are attending the conference are all leaders of the world. Congratulations. Having so many leaders coming from 98 countries are actually something that all of us should be very proud, because we can learn from each other. And when we learn from each other, we will improve whatever that we have. We in Malaysia, for example, I spoke to Madam Monique just now. I said, we have got so many things in our act that we have to improve. You know, we started having our law in 1963. After so many years, I think our law have got to be improved. And I'm trying to put a new law, and I hope it can be done by early next year, is to make sure that the cooperative law will be more progressive, giving more opportunities for cooperative to compete with any companies in this country. And I think we can do that because the sectors that we are developing, it is not only about farming, it is not only about housing, but also about financial institutions. And I give one example. One of the biggest cooperatives in our country is Bank Raya. And I would like to inform all of you, Bank Raya is one of the top cooperative bank in the world. Congratulations, and the chairman is here also. And it shows that when we give some form of understanding, giving corporate governance, proper corporate governance, and allowing them to move forward, I think we can grow. And that's the reason that I would like to see that the law and regulation of this cooperative movement in this country has got to be improved. And I think I'm doing that in order for us to compete on the international arena. And looking into this, as mentioned by Munich just now, I can see that when it comes to a global market, it is much bigger. And we are now part of the citizens of the world. When we talk about citizens of the world, it shows that when we cooperate, when we actually working together, and we are the real cooperators. We are not looking about countries, but we cooperate between each other. And I think this is the position that we have, and I'm sure that we can have an understanding to go ahead to make sure that our laws, our regulation is an international regulation. Together we do it, together we build it. Inshallah, cooperative will be one of the biggest movements in the world. Inshallah. And once again, I take this opportunity to welcome all of you and stay put in Malaysia, inshallah. And I'm trying to tell you, and for those probably first time coming to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur is one of the beautiful, most beautiful cities of the world. And please enjoy your stay. Inshallah, I think with ANGKASA, good, warmest hospitality, you will enjoy staying in Malaysia. When you go back, remember to come back again to Malaysia. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.